I was diagnosed with breast cancer in November 2011, which is a part of the start of my journey, because actually earlier, a couple of months earlier, I was also had irregular pap smear results that had come back, which was sort of leading to possible cervical cancer. So first initially I was having to deal with that and having procedures done at the hospital, and then I actually found the lump in my own breast, on my left breast, and the very next day I was in seeing a doctor to see about that, then mammograms, the breast clinic the very next day, and I was diagnosed within 24 hours of me finding the lump in my breast. And straight away I said, okay, give me some names of some surgeons at St Vincent's Hospital, which I was given, and I was in there the very next Tuesday, from the Thursday to the Tuesday, in seeing my surgeon, discussing which way I wanted to go forward with it all. And then the following week I was in, on the 29th of November, in having double mastectomy and tram flap for reconstruction surgery, which started my long journey, sometimes very challenging journey, because when I was starting to have the chemotherapy, I also contracted golden staph infection, which then resulted in me having acute kidney failure, which I was rushed back into hospital, and it was very touch and go there for me for a while. I had several dialysis sessions, also blood transfusions, and my surgeon also had to cut away twice the infection in my right breast. The journey still continues to this day, because I haven't actually finished with all my surgeries with regards to the side effects of the golden staph. I mean, to date I've had 6 surgeries totally related to my breast cancer, which is quite a lot to take over a 15-month period. When they talk about out-of-pocket expenses, you think, oh, just a couple of $100s, but in reality it's actually thousands. First you get the news that you're being diagnosed with breast cancer, and in one hand, and then the other hand you're constantly then paying out. So it was it was a stressful week, but it was something that I knew I had to go and actually do, and I wasn't going to muck around with it because it was my life. My out-of-pocket costs to date are now $40,000. Even just in the first week when I was first diagnosed, I was close to nearly $4,000 out of pocket. That was including just seeing, the GP, then going and having the mammogram, then going to the Sydney Breast Clinic and having the ultrasounds and having the core biopsy to be done. That cost me $1,200 there, and Medicare only rebated me back $100. I then had a sentinel node scan to be done to assist the surgeon to pinpoint where the cancer was and into the lymph nodes. That cost me close to $950, and again Medicare only rebated me about $120. What I found from being diagnosed with breast cancer is that I have a lot more clarity in my life, and what I really ensure that I do is I surround myself with people of positive energy and to be positive too, and because that's extremely important. And being a single mum, ensuring also that both my adult children are aware of what their mum's going through, and they're being really wonderful.
The colors that I see